all of Washington, the whole press corps, all of Washington, the entire Congress, all of Washington knows it's Eric Ciaramella, but you're not allowed to say his name. Now, if you're innocent, you come forward and you say, it's not me. That's not hard to do. His lawyers have gone undercover. This guy Mark Zaid was everywhere, trashing me when I pointed out he was political. Then more dirt comes out on this clown that he wanted a coup. He called for a coup early on in the Trump presidency. And he got one. He got a client. Ciaramella meets with Schiff staffer. A Schiff staffer. Then 18 days later, he files a complaint through the whistleblower statute, even though he doesn't qualify as a whistleblower. Even though his complaint doesn't qualify as a whistleblower complaint. I read the damn statute. The president's not covered by it. The phone call's not covered by it. The so-called whistleblower's not a whistleblower. He doesn't get anonymity. He gets nothing. And yet in this circus, he's brave. He's courageous. But the American people are not allowed to know much about him. You can't even mention his name. Oh, history will treat us like the fools that we are. Trust me on this. Schiff lies to the American people. Lies. Looks into a television camera. Lies to millions of people. Knew nothing of this man beforehand. Neither did his staff. But they did. They know all about him. All about him. And his complaint, which has significant errors in many respects, includes clippings from newspaper headlines and information he was gathering about a phone call. And that's all they needed. So they moved from Russia to the Ukraine. The same party that backed the Soviet Union, the same party that would do nothing about the captive nations, including Ukraine. The same party that opposed giving strategic defense missile systems to Poland and the Czech Republic and other Eastern European countries, former captive nations. The same party that celebrates Barack Obama like a king, who caved to Putin regularly and did nothing for the Ukrainians. Now, they do a twofer. Not only do they claim the President of the United States is a toady for Russia's Putin, now they claim he was trying to choke off Ukraine when they needed help. The same Donald Trump, in his first year in office, gave the Ukrainians the offensive military weaponry that Obama withheld. The same Donald Trump, in his second year of office, gave the Ukrainians the offensive military weaponry that Obama withheld. The same Donald Trump, in his third year of office, gave the Ukrainians hundreds of millions in offensive military weapons that Obama withheld. But he waited 55 days. Because he said, wait a minute. This has been a corrupt regime. Where the hell's Germany and France? Why aren't they helping this government more? He told multiple people the same thing. Multiple people the same thing. But it's not good enough. It's not good enough. The Democrats want Donald Trump to have done something wrong, but he did nothing wrong. Zero. The phone call is evidence of nothing. Zero. The president of Ukraine says there was no pressure, there was no bribery, there was no quid pro quo. I didn't even know there was a 55-day hold on the money, but we got it. They can show no link whatsoever, no direct evidence, no hard, direct, first-hand evidence of any link. But it doesn't matter. The rule of the mob in the media, and the mob in the House of Representatives. This is not just the second attempt at impeachment. They've been looking for one hook after another. For one hook after another. And look how the House of Representatives under the Democrats and the House Intelligence Committee has conducted itself. They've created a fiction. There's been no offense against the Constitution, no crime, nothing. No evidence that supports impeachment, nothing. No legitimate process. They obstructed witnesses who were testifying. They obstructed the Republicans from calling witnesses. Not a single witness accused the President of the United States of bribery, extortion, high crimes, misdemeanors, and yet virtually all the witnesses had no direct information, and virtually all the witnesses were the Democrats' witnesses, and whatever the Republicans could get had to be approved by the Democrats. The so-called whistleblower? No. They said no. Schiff staff and their participation in the process? No. Schiff's participation in the process? No. No Hunter Biden. Nothing. Zero. But now they put out a report. 300 pages. At least it's shorter than the 500 pages Mueller put out. I'm not done. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.
As we celebrate the Christmas and holiday season, we often pause to consider our many blessings. Hillsdale College thanks you for loyalty as it celebrates 175 years of blessings. Now, since 1844, Hillsdale's held fast to its mission to provide the kind of education essential to preserving free government. And for decades, the college has extended its educational mission on behalf of liberty through a variety of outreach programs. Perhaps you receive Imprimus for free every month, or have taken one of Hillsdale's excellent free online courses, or have attended one of Hillsdale's free regional events. You know of Hillsdale's refusal to take even 1 penny of government money. Now, this independence allows the college to focus on promoting its core principles: learning, character, faith, and freedom, without government interference. So during this season of blessings, Hillsdale thanks you for your partnership in extending its mission to the country. Merry Christmas from Hillsdale College, and to learn more, visit levinforhillsdale.com. That's Levin for Hillsdale.com. Some of the same media outlets that lied to your parents and grandparents about the Holocaust, some of the same media outlets that were propagandists for Stalin as he was slaughtering 10 million Ukrainians, some of the same media outlets who lied to you for almost 3 years about Trump and Russia collusion. They were connecting dots and secret indictments. The legal analysts, the hosts, the anchors, the guests, the contributors, the professors, the former federal prosecutors, all liars, all frauds, all deceitful, all dishonest. They're back. They're all back. All of them. Spinning the Ukraine matter now. They have no credibility whatsoever. There's a tremendous disconnect between what these media corporations are doing to this country, the propaganda that they are spewing, because they like massive big government. They're very comfortable with massive big government. They use it against their competitors. They use it to empower themselves. And of course, these social activists, progressives, that they call hosts and journalists, they like it too, because they're able to push their agenda while pretending to be news people. I'll be right back. The first authority. Folks, if you've ever wondered why I love Hillsdale College, now you know. Visit hillsdale.edu. That's hillsdale.edu for more information. Hillsdale College, pursuing truth and defending liberty since 1844. Remember, that's hillsdale.edu, hillsdale.edu.
The Mark Levin Show. Call in now. 877-381-3811.
The same Democrats who insisted, the same media that insisted that there was Russia collusion and lied repeatedly, thousands of times, tens of thousands of times to you, the American people, now insist the corrupt Ukrainian regimes never interfered with our election. We don't need a special counsel. We don't need an investigation.
Okay, you're listening to the Mark Levin Show. podcast, and today's date is 12/4/19, and you can find this on News Talk 93.9, 910 WSBA. Okay. I said, I commented before on how all things are darkness and light, right or wrong. Now, there may be some questions there, but the root, once you find the root of any subject there's going to be, the root is either going to be found in darkness or in light. Just like Christmas, the holiday Christmas, its foundation is rooted in darkness. And you cannot mix darkness and light, does not mix. Nor does sweet water and bitter water. You can't mix the two. And you can't mix old wine and new wine in an old bottle. You can't mix new wine in an old bottle, else it'll burst. You have to put new wine in a new bottle, then that way both are preserved. So, and when you're discerning what is going on with the Democrats and the Republicans in this impeachment inquiry or whatever, you got to look at the root cause of both of them. And to me, the Democrats are lacking way back, because they started out during the Obama administration, they started out trying to keep our president from taking office. They claim that he did not win the election when it's evident that he did, through our electoral college, which also the constitutioners established the electoral college as he did the Constitution. So everything that their argument is flawed from the beginning, because they had this agenda. They had an agenda to do away with our president, to get him out of office, to impeach him before he even was even signed in, before he even gave his inauguration speech. These people have been out to get him, during the Russia hoax and now the Ukraine thing that they're trying to do. So they don't have a leg to stand on. And Democrats, I hope God gives you the wisdom to see that you have been cheated. But this party has cheated you for 3 years. They have not done one thing with the president to better the United States, to do anything good for the poor. They've done nothing for the poor. They've done nothing to help pass any kind of laws. They've prohibited the president from doing a lot of good that he could have done had they not prevented him from doing it. They have withstood our president for going on 4 years now. We're in our 4th year now of the presidents, and they are still bound and determined, even if the president is, even if the impeachment is kicked out, they have vowed to keep on looking, trying to investigate this president. So, to me, Democrats, you need to speak up and be heard about this, because if you don't, you're going to go get cheated for 4 more years, as you've been cheated this last 3 years, and now going on the 4th year. I've got 10 folks that's Democrat, and I feel bad because they're being cheated. God bless you.